Let's see. I don't know if the audio's coming in okay. I gotta... Yeah. Maybe. Yep, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, outstanding. Okay, so we need to take advantage of the storm and get some serious charge going on our batteries. So let's go ahead and put, let's see, we got a lot of batteries. We got 2 warfare batteries, so let's go ahead and switch those over to recharge as well. The wind turbines were optimal. We're putting out some power, which is good. We want that. I don't want to put all of them on there though, because we got some other batteries here too. This is why I need to get some. I need to get some of those set up for the actual base too. Depleted in 4 minutes. We're gonna put all these batteries on recharge. And you know what we're gonna do? We're also gonna put all these batteries onto a single grouping so that we can be able to access them a lot better. I highly recommend that when you have items like batteries, thrusters, wheels, you know, things like that that you're gonna access all at the same time, that you put them all on a quick block group. That way you can access them really easy and be able to give them all universal commands. I'm going to call these Ministry Bats. Alright, cool. So we'll let everything charge. Alright, so yeah, you're all going to charge. We really should get some turbines up on here, though. Honestly, we really do need to get some on here. That way we can take advantage of some of this energy that's flying through here like crazy. Alright, we can do... Well, if we do it on here... And we take a light armor block, we set that on there like so. Alright, and then you want to go up really high, so I don't really want to go there. We're not going to be able to go here, but we can take it up from here. Yeah, this'll work. Alright, cool beans. Let's go ahead and take these up. We're gonna bring this up, boom, and boom. Bring this up a hair too. Yeah, that'll work. I know they gotta be a lot taller than that to get optimal. And, I don't know, maybe we should take them up really high. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm gonna bring them up. I know usually you want to go like something round, like I like to use the pillars, but I want the sides on it, you know? So we'll leave those like this. Yeah, I like that. And we'll run across a thing like that because we'll also run a solar panel off the side here if we can to pick up some extra solar power. So that'll work out really nicely. So let's go ahead and just take advantage of this and just zip on over here. We need to be able to get the materials for it, and we could go through down here to get it. So let's go ahead and get that set up too while we're at it. So okay, so if I remember correctly, we're gonna need a bunch of these. We're gonna need a bunch of these. I think we're gonna need a few of those. Definitely gonna need a bunch of those. Need some of those. Need a few of those. Pretty sure that's it. So for this, we're gonna go ahead and let's I don't know. Let's make it blue. I like that. And let's make it dusty because these things are going to kick up all kinds of dust. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these in place. And this will provide power for the actual facility. Oh, we need more girders. So let's go down and get some more girders out of the big giant cargo hold. Alright. So, when I want to take advantage of getting some of this power going on here, we need some more interior plates to top that one off. And we're also going to need the materials to lay out the solar panel. I don't know that we have enough solar cells though. We got 21, not quite enough. We can make some though. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Go ahead and grab a couple more of those. And then we'll take these as well. And I don't know, did we have any glass in here? I know we got a lot of glass over at that facility, which we're going to get to. We will. Here we go. Alright, cool beans. Let's go ahead and get all this done. Okay, we'll get this finished off. Make sure this is done. Okay, good. And then over on this side here, we're going to run solar panels out. So we're going to go with these. One and two. This way we can pick up some solar energy when it's sunny out too, which is really kind of handy. Alright, so we're going to have to get some production going on here because we need solar panel cells. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to need another 2. We'll do this too. Why not? Alright. Then we're going to zip over here. Let's zip down here and get some more of what we need. We need more girders. We'll grab 10 more of those. We need 20 more of those. Make it 30. And I think we got everything else we need. Yeah. And let's go down here and get our solar panels. Yep, good to go. Alright. We'll be all set for sunrise. So that way it offsets it even if we don't have any real significant wind. We're good to go. Alright, cool beans. I like that. That's good. Alright, let's jump down here. Boom, boom. Alright, and then we'll use those materials actually. We've got a few things we need to get set up. We've got to continue that over to here. We're going to run a GAT setup off of here over to this side, I think, maybe? Or maybe we should put it right there and just have a turret right on top of there. Run the pipeline over and set it up to that. And then we can set up another turret off the side here and run that like that. That would work really well. Alright. I think right here we're going to go ahead and put a sorter. The reason why I'm putting a sorter on here is because I want this to be for I only want to have the munitions go this way. That's it. Alright, let's go ahead and run over here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and dump these. Alright, now we're going to get, let's see. Well, for now, we'll leave that alone for this very second. We will go up here and get that taken care of. And that. Cool. And we'll jump over here. Get this going on. Alright. Okay, so we gotta go get our hydrogen sorted. And it looks like the wind has died down, so we're not gonna get this huge influx of energy again, but that's okay. I replaced this with a window with a little bit more ability to see. As you can see, we got more of the wall completed, and then we consolidated a few things over at the Pirates ore facility. So in this episode, what I'd like to do is go get the dragon and bring it back. As you saw, we already got the flyer in place. I want to get the rest of this base wall set up, and I want to get the emplacements there and ready to receive the weapon systems. Then I want to go over and I want to get the this current facility, get all the cargo transferred over, cargo boxes transferred over, and then, depending upon how things go, I want to hit those two. We're not going for just one, we're going for two ore facilities if we can, to take their weapon systems. I want to take their 2 GATs since we blew up the 1 GAT. We'll also set up the 2 interior turrets for this other one, the current one. We'll install those also on our location here, and we'll set them up on the side facing the upward slope so they have coverage for meteors on either side. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. So right now we're just going to go ahead and have it sit down for a second. We do have a lot more we need to weld down below, and I think if we can get that done as much as possible this episode, that would be great. So that's going to work out really well. So it's a neutral situation for those guys, but it's not quite, you know, that bad. My biggest concern is we do have an ore processing facility over on the other side that belongs to the Federals, but if we do that, we'll lose out on contact with the Federal facility there that we have a station for. It's the only station we really have that I'm aware of on this place. We don't have, well, you know what? Maybe we should pay it a visit, actually. Sell some of our materials that we, you know, get a list of stuff that they're buying. Maybe we could sell it and get munitions. I'm pretty sure it's a PMC location as opposed to mining or something like that. So, all right, let's go ahead and get our tanks sorted. Now that we're set up. Go ahead and I'm not going to bother with oxygen. We'll be fine with that. Oh yes, and food. Ugh, gosh, all I have to eat is mushrooms. It's so disgusting. Like, all we ever eat is mushrooms. Mushroom this, mushroom that. Mushroom this, mushroom that. Ew. Alright, so I'll take our breakfast mushrooms. And we'll take a quick bite of our breakfast mushrooms. There we go. As you can see, made health a little bit better. Okay, and then of course this is going to be our shed for our manufacturing, although I was really thinking about this aspect of it here. You know, if I go and get this set up like this, right, and I set this up on this side like that, I'm still limited on the number of things I could do because of the because of getting another refinery here. I feel like I should rotate that somehow. I bet I could, actually. I bet I could rotate it and place it, link it up, and then put those two on the back side. But if I did that, then it would make it difficult to link up another, and yeah. Okay, let's go do this. And then off to the other facility we go to begin the process of moving over stuff. Hey, we got a sunshine. This is nice. Very nice sunrise. Good morning, Mars. We've got plenty of things going on, it looks like. Haha. Yeah, they're saying neutral right now, but in reality they're thinking something else. I'm pretty sure they'll probably hit us with drones the minute they see what we're up to. Which is why I want to get this facility here taken care of. So offline, basically what I did is I ground down a whole lot of this stuff and got it loaded up and also got a lot of welding done. And that's kind of what I did offline. Hey, Minuteman, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. And as you can see, we have a lot of material. This may take a few trips. We're still letting the ship busy get its batteries all loaded up. It's going to take a while, I'm sure. Probably should make a stop off for some ice and let the engine work a little bit. So I think we might do that real quick. A little sidetrack. Get the ice taken care of. Over the ridge we go. Here we go again. We're gonna need more cargo space because... Oh yeah, and I did start a little bit on this. The hangar bay, which probably should do anyway because that was kind of like a side project. So let's go ahead and drop these off. Boom, boom. Yeah, so... we had an idea how we're going to do this hangar project. We're going to build this hangar up. It's going to be 3 high, so it's going to be a little higher than this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave this, we're going to ramp that up to the top of this hangar. We're going to put doors on the side of the hangar. And then up here, we're actually going to take this whole area and make it glass. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make this area in here greenhouse. And then we're going to move our crew quarters and everything to this section over here, which incidentally will have either, I haven't decided if I'm going to have an upper level or not, but I think it'd probably just be a lower end on this in the front, but we do have to have a place to put a few things, so yeah, should be kind of cool. Anyway, back we go. All right. Only for now. We're going to go ahead and empty this one out next. I feel like it's more important. And then we can get these. We got four cargo pods that go with that come out of the industrial, and those will go in the munition sections. And then we're going to need to get, we're going to break down all the other large cargo into small cargo, and we're going to run a wall on the bottom of the industrial area, which will all be cargo. I mean, it's not as efficient as having the large cargo, but space-wise for this construction, it just makes more sense. I don't really relish the idea of digging out further the industrial area just to make room for a large box. It just kind of, I don't know. it'll look kind of cool with the little doors on in the front of them anyway. So, all right. So yeah, we'll divert and get some grid on there. All right, cool. Got our fencing in place. Gotta love that. And then more motors on that. Yeah, I think I've done all that stuff, so... Oh wait, there's one right here. Oh no, that's for the cargo. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have to go with the, sticking this stuff in here. I don't see anything that needs it right at this very second, so... And off we go again. Honestly, I'm so used to being completely hounded by space pirates in the Helios Underground series that I do, that to be on Mars and not get harassed by all these pirates is actually, like, making me even... At first it was relaxing, now it's making me suspicious. Like, why aren't they attacking? Like, what's going on? Like, I understand they're neutral right now, so they're not feeling hostile and aggro, but I'm pretty sure that because they haven't really sent anything after me, so I'm thinking, what gives? Like where's the... I'm waiting for the hammer to fall. Like, what's gonna happen next, kind of thing. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the rest of these. And then off we go again. That's why I really want that flyer, because I could carry all that stuff in one big trip instead of the constant back and forth. It's very frustrating, honestly. But we want those cargo containers in place, and I don't know that I want to do temporary kits. I mean, we could. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll just, like, clear out a whole container right now, and then we'll just empty out the kits and go from there. We get those in place, then we can move the interior turrets, and then we can go after the other facilities and see what they got to offer. Probably a bit of a headache, but we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and drop down in here. And then we'll go over here and drop these off. Yeah. The other reason why I want that cargo pod is to have a place to put those munitions when we get them in here. I really want those GATs. I want 4 GATs, 1 on each corner, and then I want at least 2 missile launchers. And that'll be a good selection of protection for the base, and then we have whatever we have on top of or around the ministry, and that's going to be GATs, and if I can get them, cannons of different kinds, but definitely GATs and missile launchers. There's our temporary container. We'll take a bunch of missiles to go with us, and then now we're going to set up the first of 4 munitions magazines.
Energy low.
Actually, we'll have 6 total, because I want to have 1 underneath each weapon system. That way I can transfer and shunt munitions in there, and it makes it a lot easier. If there's a break in the conveyor line, I know they're still going to get fed, and that's the important thing, you see. I want this thing to be a very well protected location in case these guys get funny ideas. Because, I mean, here's the thing. Potentially, they could send a lot of drones after us. Potentially. I haven't seen anything, so I really don't have a reason to believe that it's going to be an issue. But I also don't trust those bastards. They're pirates. You can't trust a pirate. I need displays. Alright, where's the displays at? I know I got a bunch of displays in here somewhere. Oh, where are you? There you are. I need 4. That's all. Alright, let's make a deposit. There you go. We'll fly over here and give you a deposit. Then we'll fly over here and give you a deposit. And then we'll fly down here and give you one. And then we also have to... Yeah, alright. We'll get to you in a minute. And that is like literally like right up on it. It's because she's crooked. This ship is crooked. If she was lined up properly, then these two wouldn't be touching.
Energy critical.
Uh-oh. Let's go up to the bridge here, which we do need to get fixed. Okay, we're going to get charged up and we're going to go get our dragon and bring the dragon back. That's the next thing we're going to do. Well, nope, we're going to wait. Yeah, okay, the original, okay, that's the thing. I can't remember who originally, this original scenario was very simple. It was done before the last, like, 3 updates. And it was originally just a crashed on Mars. You're on the ship, you've got the pirates, and that's it. However, I took the original scenario and I expanded on it to create this storyline here. And all the different elements for this. It's part of this whole playlist. If you look on my site, it's part of a playlist. The whole playlist revolves around community scenarios, whether they're as is or whether they're judged up like this one is. So yeah, it originally was just a simple scenario with like, I think there was like I think it was 4 ore handling facilities and the headquarters, and then you had the crashed ship, and you had this, which we also have not explored the crashed ship from the pirates yet either. And that is something we probably could do at some point. But I added all the other stuff, all the derelict stuff, and then we had the planetary encounters in the last update, which added to that too. So yeah. Few things, and then what's going to happen soon to make things even more complicated, well, that's part of what I added too. But I'm not saying nothing until it happens, because it's going to be insane, honestly. I don't know why I torture myself. That's okay though. Got to get this stuff done. We're in episode 22. We're running out of episodes before everything hits the fan, so to speak. So, we got to get moving. Now, yeah, last episode I did say that we'd be taking this out to, like, trying to get into space by episode 30. I don't know. We'll see. That's a tentative deadline. It's not a hard deadline. I have a feeling we're going to have a few setbacks. But you know, so far it's pretty quiet and calm and rolling along nicely, and I like that. But I'm pretty sure once we get the pirates pissed off at us again, they're not going to sit tight this time around, but they might. Hard to say. So, but I probably figure we're going to have some stuff happening here in the next couple episodes, so I'm trying really hard to get as much done as possible before all that goes down, whatever it is. there's some more munitions into the munition batch there. Actually, yeah. Now these medical kits, man, I should make a medical. Well, you know, with the current rules that I have going on, it really doesn't matter if I have a medical or a survival kit. Actually, survival kit actually is better. But at some point, I have got to get the garden built, or we're gonna have a real problem. All right, let's go get the dragon. Well, no, maybe not. Okay, I'm hesitant to get the dragon because I want to take the dragon over and investigate the facility. I mean, I don't think that we're going to do anything with it because we don't want to alienate the one and only trade station we found. Like, literally the only one we ever had. I kind of want to go to that trade station, actually, fly out there or something, and see about getting some tablets that has, like, little locations of other trade stations. That would be really nice. But I haven't because, well, honestly, we seem to be salvaging plenty of materials, and the goal here is to wipe out the pirate headquarters and get off the planet. So, it's not really an economy-based thing, even though it's available in there. And that's the thing, if I do a series where I'm not doing economy as a primary mission, I still like to include the economy bases because they serve a purpose. In a salvage scenario, you can steal stuff off of the repair contracts, sometimes from escort contracts too. And if you're doing like different types of ore stuff, it's a great way to be able to get materials. You're doing the plant and cook mod that I always do. It's a great way to get yourself some food. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this one off. And yeah. Yeah, I was planning on leaving it alone, but I'm really tempted, actually, Minuteman. I know you suggest that you should leave the non-SPRT alone, and I really don't want to do a lot with it because it is it is part of the same faction as the only friendly station we have. However, I'm very tempted to find out what kind of stuff they've got in there that could be useful. Even just a break-in and snatch and grab of whatever's in the crates and stuff. And then there's also the temptation of taking their weapon systems. But I'm really on the fence about that. I really don't know. But we've got plenty of things to deal with these pirates, so that's what we're gonna go with for now. All right, let's see here. We got didn't grab any munitions. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and go down here and get this one installed. All right, another magazine in place. While we're at it, we might as well come over here and, oh wait, actually we'll go down here and get the other emplacement set up. We'll go ahead and do this. Alright, and then we got 5 armor plates. So we can go ahead and put that there. Alright. Huh. This big open gap here. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I should have a gate here of some kind. Well, let's go ahead and use this over here. Yeah, we need construction comps to finish this off, I see. Alright. No problem. Let's dump this and get some comps. I'm pretty sure I got a few in here. Yeah, there they are right there. Bam. Let's get those all going. Get this wall finished off. Alright, well that completes that part. The lower levels are all taken care of that way, so go ahead and put that up here. Oh wait, no, we're not done with that. We gotta go up here. That's better. Alright. That is better. Alright, let's go ahead and drop that. Oh, we're low on O2. We need to get some air. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I will go down and get the dragon, bring it back, and then we're gonna go ahead and while we're getting some air, we're gonna go ahead and use the toilet for a second, and then I'm gonna leave a marker there that indicates that's how you can see those guys. I don't think we'll go after it, but I don't know. Things get really dicey with the space pirate, so we might. It's nice to know it's there. We could use it as a fallback position. There is this other location over here, this new thing, this signal tower, SPRT signal tower. That's another thing we could go check out. There's also the SPRT, let's see, the signal tower, and there's also, I can't really see it from here, but somewhere out there near the signal tower there's also a scrapyard, a pirate scrapyard too. That's also a potential option to hit too. So there's a lot of targets for the space pirates. They are prolific around here. Alright, let's go. Let's go get our dragon. Set a marker after we get the dragon, and then we'll go get the rest of our magazines. I know it would not have despawned because it's going to have power. It's got 2 solar panels on it, and yeah. If it wasn't an FCDC, I would probably go after that, honestly. I really would. But it's not, so. Yep. Actually, there's a lot of encounters for SPRT. Lots of them. Alright, let's get out of here. Man, why are we driving so bloody slow? Why are we driving slow? Okay, the battery's toast. Oh. So I'm basically running on solar panel power. Wow. Okay. Well, that explains why I'm moving slow. I need to turn, though. Why are my wheels not working the way they should? Yeah, steering's in place. Alright, well. Yeah, see. Got a lot of stuff out here. Alright, so. Yeah, this isn't gonna fly. Uh-huh. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this on the side here. And we're gonna put this. We just want to get back to the base. That's what we really want to do. There. That gives us at least a little bit more. We need 4 girders for that. I don't think I got girders in here. And I really need to get this cryo chamber sent over too. Nope, no girders. Alright, so we're gonna shut off some non-essential stuff here. That can go off, that can go off. That's not doing anything, but we'll turn it off anyway. Let's see. Mag plates don't seem to have anything for power. We'll turn that off too. That way we can maximize what we got going on for energy. Oh, small batteries are all in recharge mode. Well, that explains a lot. I forgot I did that. Alright, that should be enough to get us going. There we go. Alright, now we're underway. The salvage yard has a GAT and an interior turret, huh? Huh. Well, that could be useful. If we could get that GAT, we could definitely use it. Might be worthwhile, actually. I think what we'll do is we'll go up to the ministry with our vehicle here. We'll get the rest of the solar panel set up, the one on the top. Then we'll get the materials to complete the connector that's on there. Except I'm gonna do something with that, angle it up or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But what it was, yeah. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll get we'll head that way. And we can also swing by and see if we can't pick up some material from the, I think maybe we pick up the material over at the other facility. Not the facility, but the pirate wreck. We never did check out the pirate wreck. We need to get an engine set up on this thing too. The more and more I keep thinking I want to redesign this vehicle, honestly. Ooh, advanced controllers. That's true. That makes it worthwhile to go to the salvage yard. And we're neutral right now, too, so I don't know. Originally, I was going to try to steal 2 GATs off of ore processing facilities before we went all bad guy on them. But if we can go over to that and get that, that might be... Huh. Well, we could always do a drive-by on the signal tower on the way over there. Alright, so we're going to pull up onto the ministry here. Get some materials we need to be able to put a hydrogen engine on this vehicle, because I am not running out of juice again. Nope. And maybe reconnect or reconfigure this other thing. Let's see. Alright, let's pull it in. Alright. Okay, so that works out really nice. We'll leave those there for now. As a matter of fact, I could probably leave them there permanently, because we can always put the stuff there that we need. But the other trick is going to be... Well, what's that? It's a beacon. I don't care about a beacon. Let's see here. If I put a if I could put a converter right here on this and then put a connector below, yeah, I could put that right on there. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Do we got, nope, we don't. Wait a minute. Do I have any material in here? What do these things got? Oh, this is... Oh, what's in here? Oh, that's a parachute hatch. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool. What's that got? Nothing? It's got the interior plates. Oh well, we'll just get the materials from in here. Of course, if we don't have a power cell, it's not going to matter. No, I never had a chance to charge via connector because I don't have a connector connected to the base right now. I need to salvage a connector. I don't have one, and except for that one. I suppose we could put that one over here. And then, yeah, probably a good idea actually. We could throw a connector in the front here, just for charging purposes. Let's see here. Alright, we don't have... Oh. Need an interior plate. Okay, no problem. Nothing in there? Okay. I'll take that, thank you very much. And let's go ahead and make the dragon into a Franken animal. Take that, take that, take that. Actually, we'll take all that. Alright. There we go. More power. And then this. Alright, let's get a couple of these. Okay, and then alright, so what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and alright, so let's see about how we're gonna be. That might actually be perfect right there. Let's see, what do you got? I'm checking to see what you sent, Minuteman. Let's see. Yeah, even if there's still a lot of blocks. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. It seems, sometimes things despawn. I don't know. Clang does its thing. I always just draw on the assumption that anything could despawn accidentally or intentionally, and then, whatever the case may be. There we go. Outstanding. Now we can get a good charge on everything. That works out good. Alright, now we've got a connector set up. This is great. This is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on here. Maybe we've got enough material we can... No, not quite. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff put away. Alright. We need to get the rest of the material out of that ore facility before we move on to the next task, so... But I kind of really want to check out those other two things over there, and maybe salvage from the pirate ship too. That could have useful stuff in it. So while the dragon's busy doing its charging, let's go ahead and go over here and get the rest of this material. Actually, I should put those into there because the next one that I tear apart is going to be that other one because it's right up on this. Wow. All right then. All right, get another magazine put in place, and we'll be good to go. I don't know. Now that we're neutral with the pirates, we can get in and get a good look at these facilities. I think it might be smart to do a little reconnaissance if we can. I haven't had a chance to look at all of these yet, so it might be good to do some recon. I'm pretty sure the ore facilities are probably all going to be the same, but I don't know for sure. And I don't know what the pirate headquarters looks like or what its munitions level, although last time I did look, it had a lot of drone activity, so... But since we're neutral right now, they can try to get at you sometimes, but I don't know. Just seems to me like this would be a good opportunity to get some recon done on these guys before they go really sideways. Floating objects have no time limit, but they can only have... Oh, yeah. A certain number, yeah, that's true. Plus, I go through every couple of episodes, and I clean up everything that doesn't have a name on it. And when I do, like, if I have, like, static grids or mobile grids, like grid number blah blah blah, a lot of times I'll just delete it, because it's usually just pieces parts. There has been a couple times when I've deleted something I didn't want to delete, but, you know, it is what it is. I have to say the space is starting to look really nice. I want to get some lighting along that strip of hazard stuff too that shines up on the ship, but I also want to get some lighting up on the top of the wall that shines both out and in. That way we got visibility all around. That would be really cool. I guess out doesn't really matter so much, it's just in. You know, up on the vessel. I guess we don't really need to have light outside. It's not like we're some sort of medieval castle or some stuff like that. Alright, let's go get the rest of this. I think what we'll do is we'll do a recon of stuff. I wonder if the flyer will have enough energy to be able to do a quick flight. I don't know. I'm going to check out the next ore handling facility, take a look and see what it's got going on. Do a flyby. Huh, you can't put them back. Oh, that's funny. Anything in here? Oh, there is stuff in here too. Might as well grab a couple of those. Alright, let's go get these missiles back to the base. It's not like I can make a bunch of them or anything. And they're also useful. You can break them down and get the uranium from them if you need them for your reactor too. Although, that's kind of silly. Because you might need the missiles. Actually put these power banks in this here just in case we need them for something. And then we should take this opportunity and reload our tanks. Yeah, the lights do. I absolutely love it. I like to set the lights for different brightnesses and things like that, different colors depending upon what's going on. It's really cool. They all do. The trick, though, is knowing which light is which. That is the tricky part. Oh, whoops. That was a mistake. Ah, mountain got in my way. Safety note, do not look at your wrist terminal or look at anything else when you're trying to fly. That was brilliant. Alright, let's do that again. This time, let's not hit the mountain. Oh, boy.
Fuel low.
There we go. Now, back to what we were doing before we got so rudely distracted by smacking into things. Alright, let's go. I also want to get those gates too. Those are really important for the hangar. I think we'll get the gates installed next, and then we'll do a quick sweep. Let's see where we at on. We're about an hour into this, so not too bad. But I definitely want to take the dragon because we can zoom in and not put ourselves at risk in case those guys decide to get all kind of hinky at us, you know? Alright, let's get this last magazine in place, and ironically, it's also going to be a missile launcher up here, so it's kind of nice to just load the missiles in there already. Alright, cool beans. Load it in. Go ahead and get this set up too. Alright, the emplacement's in place. The rest of this material can just be put away. We don't need to, we can get it later. But I do want to get some steel plates because we want to get the hangar area situated. So let's go ahead and do that. So, oof, only 13 metal plates. Are you kidding me? How do it's only 13 metal plates? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see here. Put that there. We're gonna put that there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get the doors in place. Nope. Don't want that dusty stuff on this door. No, we're gonna go with battered armor for this door. Let's see here. There we go. That's the entrance to the hangar bay right there. And then we'll do angle up on this side here, and that'll be fine. Alright. And then this here is going to be mirrored on the other side, and this will come out, and that'll also be for a place for our thrusters for side and down for hydrogen. So. Oh, crap. Really? A lightning storm? Is that what we're doing today? Yeah. That's not happy. I don't want that. Okay, once we do this, let's get the materials we need to put a hydrogen engine on the Dragon, and then we'll load the Dragon up and head out. Okay, let's not run into the mountain this time. That would be brilliant. Ah, I was hoping I could get it all in one big trip, but it looks like it's not going to happen. Ah, all right. I have a feeling that next episode we're going to be. This episode is pretty much get the dragon and finish stripping out that facility. I think next episode, maybe go check out that other stuff. I know each one of those. Well, I know that this last ore thing had the two interior turrets, the GAT and the missile launcher on it, so I don't know. Alright, let's get over here and get these doors in place. Alright, let's go back, get the rest of it. How much? Oh, there's about 8 in there. Alright, let's go ahead and take you.
Energy low.
Have a sit down. Get the other weapon system up above there and see how much space we have, if we have enough. We might grab some, I don't know. We still have enough. Let's see. Take this instead. What can we live without that we don't really need? Because I'm telling you right now, this is worth more. Alright.
Inventory full.
Alright, we're full? We're full. Alright, let's do this. Alright, whatever's left is potentially just losable. If it disappears, it's not the end of the world. We've got basically everything we really want. The medical components would be really helpful and useful. However, I've got enough for survival kits, and that's all we really need. The rest of it, glass and all that, it's useful, but it's not critical at the moment. Good gravy. Upper atmospheric lightning storms, lovely. Alright, let's go ahead and zip over here. Alright, well, that takes care of all that. This should help a lot. Alright, so on this side here, I think, let's see, right about here would be good. We can set up comps. Actually, we'll put one here. going to go ahead and reduce that down. Alright, there's that. And then we're going to do one on the other side. Alright, that takes care of that. And then we have this one here, which we're actually going to strip off of here. And we're going to put that one on this side here. And that will go right here. Looks about right there. Oh, I can't do it there. Well, that's interesting. Alright. Well, now I can put it here. And I can put something else there if I want to. Alright, let's go get some materials. Yeah, it is the first time I've seen a thunderstorm, you know, lightning strikes and stuff. I've seen the windstorms before with the sand, but what's the weather report saying in here? Yeah, it's a dust storm. I've seen them without the lightning before, but this is the first time I've seen the lightning part. Bit of a dust storm, but that's okay. We can work with the dust storm for a while. Let's see here. I don't know that I got any more steel plate left in here, do I? Nope. I have to go to production. Oh, can't. We're out of steel plates. Well, fine. That's annoying. Well, for now, that'll have to be what it is. We'll get some more set up. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this stuff. I didn't bother to salvage the reactor, just took the uranium. We have a reactor on the Ministry, that's enough for now. We're getting really good charge off of these deals anyway, so. Well, I think this pretty much puts a no on any kind of travel right now. We're not going to see squat with this kind of wind situation going on, so yeah. I think I'm going to have to call this an episode, guys. With this kind of windstorm, we're not going to get that much going on. And we did get a... Yeah, I noticed they optimized the power of a wind turbine big time, which is why we're getting some charge. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Yeah, it'll be fully recharged in 4 hours. It's we've got 800 kilowatts going in and 84 going out, so that's a pretty good margin or charge there. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Yeah, it's such a windstorm out there. I don't know. Not gonna get much work done, that's for sure. I mean, I suppose we could try to fly above and beyond it, but I don't know. We could try driving, but yeah, it's too treacherous when the weather's like this. It's just way too treacherous. So, yep, we're gonna call it an episode. So thank you so much for joining me, and we got quite a bit done actually. We got the rest of the material out of that facility. All that's left now is just a couple of temporary containers with a few things, medical components, and a couple of and some glass, but I'm not too worried. And then of course all the metal, and there's an antenna on it, but you know, whatever. And then we went ahead and got the magazines in place for the weapons. We got some interior turrets set up all the way around the perimeter, so at least we have something. And we've got the missile in place. We got a plan to go and have a look-see at some of these other facilities. Next episode was what we're going to do with that. We're going to go ahead and take the Dragon out. We're going to check out the signal tower. We're going to check out the salvage tower. We're also going to check out the crashed pirate ship over there. And I'd like to get a look at the headquarters to see what we're dealing with. And I also want to take a look at the ore handling facility out there, the next one in line. So there's a lot to do next episode, a lot of recon, and probably pissing off some pirates. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time on Space Engineers Crashed on Mars. And you know the deal. Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff to help out the channel, and you know, tell me you like the content. Leave messages in the comments if you have any questions, concerns, you want to be able to see something in particular. Maybe you've got some ideas on names for the flyer, because we still have to name that. Maybe name for the base. We're also going to have to name that too. And of course, always, you know, you can always say hi. Anyways, check with you next time. Keep on building. Stay safe.